Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Goonies World. I am Meanie, also known as Brian, and joining me as always, Johnny Faro, also known as Sean.
Hello, I am thirsty for blood.
And Colin, Goonie, also known as Colin. I always fuck that up somewhere.
You piece of shit.
Fucker.
You're fired.
Fired. That's it. You know, if you're out there and you would like to replace Meanie, on our podcast, please send us an audition tape, and we'll take anybody. Yeah,
anybody's better than this fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, that's true. I have to admit.
He's the only one of the three of us who's even got anything remotely like a radio voice, though. So I think we should probably let it slide.
That's true.
Yeah,
I had to.
Slide on KQXE. Sorry.
I had to hawk up some phlegm before I started, so if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're back for episode 3 of Exfanguination, and we left off when Cam and Dirge had just entered the hospital, Harkness Memorial Hospital. Earlier, they had a talking with Ben Odom, who was the leader of the people of the sewer, as they were calling themselves. And he had proposed, he kind of wanted you guys to maybe join up with him, but he had asked you if you would get the blood that you're supposed to get for Lucien, but get it for him instead. And he told you about what Lucien did to other vampires and his brood.
Yes, and we went, I didn't, but Dirge, who would never lie to me, I trust.
Never, because you're my brood dude.
Brood dude, that's right. And went down and actually saw the chained and shackled victims who are blaming themselves for their abuse.
Right.
Yeah, at least that one guy was.
Yeah.
Definitely probably been tortured and has a bit of Stockholm syndrome or something.
Mm-hmm.
But so Ben wanted you to get this special blood for him, although he didn't know exactly what it was. He just didn't want Lucien to have it, and he even suggested that if you guys got the blood, that maybe he would let you drink it, have it, even though he didn't know what it was.
That's all right. Some of it's going to accidentally splash into Cam's mouth anyway. We've decided this.
Yeah.
But possibly. I mean, but anything can happen. It's, a big world, strange things, blood can jump out of bags. You never know.
Yeah.
Yes. So, we left you in the hospital. You just entered, and you basically had walked into this intersection of hallways, and you had nearly run into this hospital chaplain who had the name tag of Doug Dinkelman. And we'll just start there. And he kind of, you kind of bump up against him, and he says, whoa, I didn't see you there. I almost ran you right over. I'm sorry.
Seriously, Father, it's all my fault. I apologize. I'll say some Hail Marys or whatever you need me to do.
Well, that's hardly necessary. Well, say, you two, you don't look quite healthy, if you don't mind me saying. Are you sick?
Are you a doctor or a chaplain?
Oh, well, of course I am the hospital chaplain, but it is my concern for your well-being, not just spiritual, but physical as well. And I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. And, if you're on drugs, I can help with that, too.
Oh, you have some?
Are you? No. Well, now, you're a funny guy. Of course, I do not have any drugs, but I do have contacts. I can get you in touch with some people that run some good programs, get you off this junk.
Well, I can't speak for my friend Dirge here. I don't think he's on any drugs. I know I'm not on any drugs.
Not anymore.
Okay, well, I just thought I'd ask, and my chapel's just at the end of the hallway here, and you can come by and stop by anytime at all.
I've been, meanwhile, just doing my best to avert my eyes from his semi-obscured crucifix necklace. Is it like a full-on crucifix with a bloody Jesus on it, or is it just a T?
Just a T. It's kind of small as well.
Are you a Catholic, or are you, like, Episcopalian, Father?
Well, I was, originally, I am Catholic, yes, but we, of course, are here in the hospital. It's non-denominational.
Yeah. Well, if I ever develop a heroin addiction, I'll come see you.
Okay. Well, I'll let you go about your business, but just maybe get some rest. You look tired. You got dark circles under your eyes, and I'm just looking out for you.
I know it, but it's carefully cultivated. I'm actually the lead singer of the Opiate Curse, the goth band. Maybe you've heard of it.
Holy shit! No, I haven't heard of you.
So it's all just part of the appearance.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. You got to maintain that rock and roll appearance.
Yeah. I mean, it's just purely a business related sort of thing. It's not like I'm a vampire or something.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't think that, of course.
No, there'd be no reason to think that. Yeah.
No, he's kind of squinting his eyes at you a little bit. No, of course not. No. Mm-mm. Well, is there anything else I can help you with? Trying to find any place at all? Need directions?
Well, we were gonna come give blood tomorrow, and we were just we're just making sure we knew where it would be, because there might be like a long line.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, I guess that makes sense. Well, yeah, if you just go down this hallway, just keep on going all the way to you get to the pharmacy, and then you want to turn right, and then you go past ICU, and it's just the hallway to your left right after you get past ICU, and you'll see the lab. That's where they keep the blood.
All right.
Oh, well, perfect. It sounds like we may have come in the wrong door to get there, but kind of a long walk. But thanks for the directions. We should be able to find it now, right, Dirge?
Yeah. Let's go down to the lab and see what's on this lab.
Okay, I hope to see you in my chapel, and have a good evening.
Good night, Father.
He walks off. And
I don't trust that guy.
Well, yeah, he you don't know if he was suspicious about you guys or not.
Yeah,
he did seem a bit inquisitive.
Yeah.
Well, especially after Dirge explicitly mentioned that we weren't vampires.
I know. I gotta watch that. I'm still new at this. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you follow his directions, you will keep walking. You'll go by family medicine, and you'll go by the hallway that goes to the ER, and I mean, there's lots of signs for different things, and you go past the elevators and the stairs, the bathrooms, and all the way at the end, you do see the pharmacy at the intersection, and to your right is the ICU, and there's like a nurse's station, kind of just a counter in front of the ICU. It's kind of an open area that there's at the back of the ICU area. There's a bunch of rooms that are, all closed, but there's about 3 nurses at this nurse's station behind the counter, kind of just doing clerical work or whatever. One of them's talking on the phone. You would have to pass by them to get to this other hallway that goes to the lab.
I'm going to just stride purposefully as though I know where I'm going and I'm supposed to be here, off in the direction of the lab.
Okay, I forgot to mention one other thing. You see a security guard right as you get to this intersection. You see this security guard talking to one of the nurses. Kind of looks like he's flirting, and he's but right as you get there, he kind of he doesn't see you at first, but he is just finishing up flirting with these nurses, and he starts walking towards your direction. He's looking at you as you enter this intersection, but just kind of gives you the side eye and does not, stop you or anything. And just he keeps walking in his direction, perpendicular to you, and keeps going off to your left.
Keep on walking. Keep on.
Yeah, I'll just smile and nod at him if he looks at me, and just keep going.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
okay, so you're going.
Unfortunately, I look exactly like the kind of guy the security guard would take a double look. I mean, I look like one of the Lost Boys. I did not.
Yeah.
I am not like a subtle vampire at all. Then again, I wasn't subtle looking before I became a vampire because I was trying really, really hard to be goth. So, but yeah, I will still. I will avert my eyes and let the far more photogenic Cam give him a little nod and smile.
Yeah. He, like I said, he does kind of watch you kind of with the same kind of squinting scrutiny that the chaplain had, but he keeps walking.
Yeah.
And what did you say you were going to do, Ryan?
Well, so before I realized there was a guard, I was just going to continue walking and try to look like I knew what I was doing and I was supposed to be there. But once I saw the guard, I did that same thing, but in addition to that, kind of gave him a nod, like hey, I'm good. I'm supposed to be here. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll remind us, and I only remind you guys of this because I just remembered that we had the idea that we're going to come here and look for some scrubs. Isn't that right, Cam? Didn't you have that idea?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
so we may look for like a supply closet or something.
Yeah, I was going to say they have scrubs, and you would probably find those in a closet somewhere, which, those closets are not going to be labeled on any of these signs. So you would have to do some searching around for those.
It'll be the door that's not labeled.
True. Well, there could be other doors that aren't labeled. But of course, you could just take some scrubs off a nurse if you wanted to go that route as well.
I don't think so.
These nurses are wearing light purple, like lavender scrubs, and
oh, thank you.
And did you? So the security guard, he kind of disappears to your left, and he's not facing you anymore, and then he kind of turns the corner again to the left and keeps going. So he's not in sight. So if you wanted to stroll past this nurse's station, you could, or you can go somewhere else.
I'm going to follow Cam for now. He's the one walking purposefully.
Okay. And, you guys walk by this station. The nurses are going to see you. Actually, I'm going to actually have you guys roll to see if you notice something. And it would be a challenging roll, so 6 or better.
I don't see shit. I got a 4.
Look at a 9.
Okay. So you do see, when you walk past, you see that there's like this little like a corkboard thing on one wall behind the counter, and you just kind of glance at it as you're walking by, because the nurses kind of draw your attention to it, because when they see you guys, they kind of glance at this these 2 flyers that you see on the corkboard, and it happens to be 2 missing persons flyers with your names on them.
Oh.
Because you've been gone now for a week, and somebody, I don't know. I mean, we didn't talk about necessarily your pasts, but surely somebody would have noticed that you've been gone and haven't been, no one's been able to reach you. And so you are now, on this missing persons lists. And
there's no reason why that flyer needs to stay on the bulletin board there, Cam.
As you guys are walking, though, the nurses are looking, or at least one of this one nurse is looking up at it and looking at you as you're walking by, and then looking back up at the flyer.
When I see the flyer, when I notice that, I'm going to stop and head in the direction of the nurses.
Okay.
I will follow.
And I'm going to kind of like jog, not sprint, but like kind of jog. I was striding purposefully before, now I want to kind of actually break into a little bit of a jog. And as I approach the nurse's station, I'm going to say, yes. Oh, I'm so glad. We've been lost, but I think I didn't know where to go, and when we found we've got back into town, and I thought we should go to the hospital.
Honey, is that you? Are you this one here, Cameron?
Yes, that's me, and this is my friend Dirge.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, we're not lost. We're found now.
Well, I can see that. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
We're found. You better. Boys.
Oh, well, I think, you know, you got people looking for you. You know, have you told the authorities or anybody?
Look, the only people looking for me are a guitar player and a drum machine. All right.
Well, so we were kind of lost we were lost in the woods for like a week. So I think we might be dehydrated. So I thought we should come to the hospital and get checked out. You know?
Oh yes, that's a good idea. Oh, you just lost in those dark woods.
Yeah.
Oh, you precious things.
I know. I'm feeling.
I can see that you haven't slept and you're so you're hungry and dehydrated. You look like hell.
I feel like I might need a blood transfusion. I might need yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, now, yeah, I would suggest y'all head to the ER and get yourself checked in there. Okay?
Okay,
and,
what direction is the ER?
Now, actually, you can just take the back. Well, you might want to go. You have to go back. Back where I'm assuming you came in the front door.
I think so.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go back down that hallway, and well, you'll see the signs for it.
Okay.
It's not this way. You can't get to it this way.
This way we're going, though. You got a bathroom back there.
Well, the bathrooms are back on that main hallway that you came in.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
You got a payphone down this way? I might want to make a call. I'm trying to think of an excuse to keep walking the way we're walking.
No, but there is a... Now, there is a... You can see, like, straight ahead in this direction, there's a side door. It's just a door that's at the end of the hallway. And then, before you get to that door, there's another hallway but the only thing in it down that hallway is the lab.
Well, once we know where it is.
So, yeah, we know where it is. I mean, I don't know that there's any reason to go there, and I was seriously thinking about taking a tangent and checking into the ER and just seeing what if they tried to examine a couple of vampires, what would happen, but that might really just derail this entire fucking adventure.
I've been playing fast and loose with that shit as it is. Yeah. Yeah. I've been dropping too many hints as it is. But you say there's a side door? Is it the side door that leads to the lab? Is that what that is? Or is there a separate side door that's not? That leads
it's
to
a separate
else?
Door that just goes outside. It's another... So if you did come back here tomorrow night, you could potentially just go in through that door, even though it's probably locked, because it's not a main entrance or anything.
No, hey,
but
you know what?
Could get in that way.
Does it have like a sign on it that says, alarm will sound or anything like that? Because I'm trying to think maybe tomorrow I can turn into a gnat and crawl in and then let Cam in.
Yeah, no, it's not a emergency exit or anything.
I just realized you're never going to have to pay for a movie again, dude. We can just start doing that in the back door of the movie theater,
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that is going to be fantastic.
I know. So, anyway, well, yeah. Thanks, lady. Yeah, we're found. We're going to go ahead and take this down, this sign, and I'm going to take the flyer.
Okay, well... If you're sure, I guess you are found, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
But I just want to make sure you guys get the help you need.
I do, too.
Yeah, we're going to go straight to the ER and get checked out. So
yeah,
just to be sure, not dehydrated or anything,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you take care now, you sweet things.
Right. Do I really?
Well, I'm going to try to head back where we came from. I guess.
Cam, do I really look sweet to you? Because if I do, then I'm doing something really, really wrong.
No, I think she's just being polite.
Okay, that's good. 'Cause ever since I was about 12, I've been trying really hard to not look sweet. You know. But anyway. So it looks like with that door there, we've got a good close place we can get in tomorrow.
Yeah, but so now I'm just like, is the lab where they're going to, I guess, is that where they're going to store it or just where they're going to draw it?
You think that's the only place that they're going to be storing blood is in the lab. It's a blood lab, and just they don't have this is such a small hospital, there's nowhere else where they would keep it.
Okay.
We're gonna have to figure out how to, unless we already figured this out and I forgot. How are we going to identify this special?
It'll be labeled. It's
I think he did.
You were told
like that, didn't he?
Yeah, it's R.H. Knoll.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the Jethro Tull blood.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are going back down the hallway that you came in on.
Yeah,
came down originally.
Yeah, I guess we don't really have any more reason to be haunting this hospital tonight, do we, Cam?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we know where the lab is. We have basically. I mean, unless we wanted to go ahead and get some scrums, I don't know.
It wouldn't hurt. I mean, if we don't need to be like further recognized, or at least if we're wearing scrubs, right? Somebody sees us down at the end of a hallway walking purposefully, and I put my hair in a ponytail or whatever, little man bun, and I'm still not opposed to getting some scrubs. I don't want to be caught dead wearing these lavender scrubs, but undercover work, I guess it'll have to do.
Well, if you think that they're going to have, they're going to have black scrubs, I would. I don't think that's going to be likely.
But we've got a gig at Neon Nights in Jupiter Springs in a couple weeks, and before that happens, I'm going to write a song called Black Scrubs. It's going to be like an evil hospital song. So now let's look around, see if we can't find a unlabeled doorway or something. We can maybe get some scrubs, or at least like some white jackets or something.
Do you think they have a laundry?
I don't know. Surely they've got to have a laundry.
Well,
think how many bloody sheets they end up with here.
Yeah, so I'll just tell you, since you already walked down this hallway, you didn't see any doors that look like closet doors. So you would need to go down one of the other hallways, and at that intersection where you came in and there was the pharmacy, if you're facing, the way you started, you would be looking at the pharmacy. Directly in front of you to the right was the ICU and the lab and the door to exit. And to the left is where the security guard went down. Down that hallway. But he's not on that hallway now. So you can go down there.
What might be better than scrubs? A security guard, the uniform.
Yeah. That's true.
But they probably know the security guards, so maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably true. So it doesn't hurt to check out that hallway. We got to check out these hallways eventually until we find some scrubs. Might as well go down that hallway.
Works for me.
Worst comes to worst, the security guard stops us. I might be able to make him forget about it for a while.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you do have powers. Don't forget to use them if you need them. So you walk down this hallway, and you go by on your left. You go by the family birthing unit, and you hear some babies crying, and if you hadn't already fed, I was going to make your stomachs growl, the sign of the baby's crying, and just to give you, disturb you a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're already still filled up from your last blood.
No sweeter blood than that baby blood, though. That's some sweet stuff. That's what I've heard. That's what I hear.
Oh, yeah. So at the end of this hallway is actually where I had the chapel. I don't remember where he said where I wasn't looking at the map when Doug mentioned where his chapel was, but it's actually to your right. And then to your left, you see signs for physical therapy, cafeteria. There's like a courtyard. And you do see some doors along this hallway. And if you walk down the hallway, you can open there seems to be a bit kind of like a conference room. If you open that, it's not locked. And then after a while, you do see a linen closet.
Hey.
And it's labeled as a linen closet. And I kind of think that would be locked, though.
Well, none of my vampire powers involve picking locks, but
I mean, assuming it's not like, assuming it's the kind of thing that you could unlock from the inside, then maybe I could do something here. I mean, it could just be that you lock it with a key, and in that case we'd be screwed, but I'd go check it out. Let's make sure.
I will suggest that there's also a possibility that you could just use brute strength because you are vampires. To open a locked door that way.
Well, either way, let's look both ways down the hallway. Look up in corners and whatnot. Are we on any 80s style security cameras or anything?
No.
Is there any convex mirror in the corner? That somebody in another hallway could look down this hallway and see us or anything like that?
No. And you don't see the security guard on this hallway. He is patrolling, and I might roll for him, but he's not here yet.
Cam, why don't you just shoulder that thing open?
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I'll just use my vampire strength.
Okay, and, I would say that's a challenging roll.
6, then?
Yeah.
Oh, 7.
That's
close.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's probably a good number because you don't, smash it to pieces or anything. Mm-hmm. You do just enough damage to it where you can just bypass, it just opens and probably is not even necessarily noticeable as being broken into unless somebody's really scrutinizing it. So the door opens and you see shelves of blankets and you see scrubs and you see like a laundry cart with stuff as well.
Because I know Cam is going to, I know, or not Cam. I know Dirge is going to want to know what color are the scrubs.
No black, damn it.
There's no black, but you have your choice of baby blue, lavender, and pink.
Lavender's about as close to black as anything on offer.
Yeah, it's color of a bruise. This goth. I'll take the lavender.
Okay.
And I'll take some baby blue.
Okay, well, that's easy to grab. And I suppose you don't really need anything else in the hospital?
No, and come to think of it, when I think back on all the hospitals I've been to and doctors' offices and even televised depictions, I don't think I've ever seen a pair of black scrubs. I mean, it's the color of death.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see a medical professional wearing black, right?
Grim Reaper.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't think it was likely there would be black scrubs. So, yeah, you got your... Did you both take lavender?
No,
I
Ryan
took baby blue.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, you've got those, and you can leave now if you want.
Yeah, we'll head back for the front door and towards the Grand National, and hopefully we don't run into that security guard. Because I'm assuming there's not like, I'm assuming it's not like super easy to just hide scrubs on your person.
Yeah.
I got a long black coat though.
If you fold them up, I think you could put it down your, like behind your shirt, and I don't think they'd be too difficult to cover up.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure I could hide an assault rifle in this jacket I'm wearing, so scrubs should be no problem.
Don't get any ideas, mister.
No, I don't need that stuff. I got all the power right here in my mind and my hands. But, one thing I was thinking, we got the rest of the night before us, before dawn, and, not a lot else to do unless something happens to us. But do you think maybe we ought to go down to the police station and report ourselves found, just so we don't get hassled?
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, I mean, because that can't be the only flyer that's around. And, yeah.
If you think that's a good idea.
I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but...
Well, you certainly can do that. Yeah, so you guys leave the hospital and walk to your Grand National, and
it's my turn to drive.
Out of the corner of your eyes, you think you see a bat fluttering around, but it kind of flitters away before you really could look at it or anything. But you're pretty sure you saw a bat just kind of floating around. There are bats around, normal bats, so you don't know. But
no,
just
but of course,
wanted to point that out.
I'm assuming that it's going to be either a spy from the sewer or from Lucian, so...
somebody's keeping an eye on it.
Could be.
And for a second, I thought about turning into a bat and going out there chasing it down, but that just makes us look like we, if we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, then why would we care? And so far, Lucian shouldn't have a problem with us checking out the hospital. I mean, hell, I think he had the idea, so...
Yeah.
Let's just keep our wits about us, though.
But he may have possibly had somebody watching us go into the sewers. And I'm sure he knows that's where Ben is, even if he doesn't know exactly where to find him.
And I guess it's possible that he knows we stopped back by the castle for a bit when I went into the basement. I mean, we parked in the garage and everything. So yeah, we should assume we're being watched, that's for sure.
Yeah. Agreed. But I do think that heading to the police station is probably... It's an idea. Whether it's a good idea or a bad idea is kind of unclear, to be honest, but it's an idea, right. And at least that way, it won't be like, oh my gosh, it's those missing people,
Right.
Yeah. Unless you guys, does Dirge have any active warrants or anything? I don't know.
It'd be easy for me to say no right now off the top of my head, but, he's the type of guy who might, He's the type of guy who might.
You might, but I was just going to say, unless you guys are wanted, I mean, you're not breaking any laws by, even if you are vampires or going into the police station, they wouldn't have cause to arrest you unless you've done something which would give you a warrant. But even then, there's this town has got its share of, lots of, I think they're probably pretty overwhelmed with disappearances and murders, and so that might not be a priority, whatever you did, if it's something like parking, not paying parking tickets or something like that.
Well, like I say, it's an idea, but probably not critical to the flow of the main adventure. But how many hours do we have before dawn?
Probably quite a lot. I mean, you could, you don't need to spend every minute of it doing something. We can skip ahead if you want to it depends on what you want to do. If you did want to go tomorrow and go to the blood drive, I'm not sure if Lucian mentioned going there. You would have to, I think he said something about, staying in the car because obviously you can't get out. So if you wanted to do that in the morning or sometime during the day, you might want to get some sleep before then. But, it's up to you. You don't necessarily need to worry too much about that.
The only reason I could see to do it is to see if, I don't know how we would know who donated the RH null blood. I don't know how we'd be able to tell that from scoping out the outside from our UV protected car.
Yeah. You don't know what kind of information might be gained by going there, or that's an option. You don't have to do that.
No, I feel like there's probably something to be gained from it, or Lucian might not have suggested it. So it's something to do. Otherwise, we got nothing to do till tomorrow night. Really, I mean, in terms of getting the blood, we could just fast forward till tomorrow night, but it doesn't hurt to at least check out the blood drive. And that was going to be at a church, right? It was.
In the parking lot of a Catholic church.
Well, if it's out in the parking lot, we might be able to tell who might be the donator of the. Because it's even better than a little baggie full of RH null is like a whole person full of RH null.
Well, that's possibly very true. Yeah, so I was kind of misremembering and thinking that the lab would be where the blood was taken as well, but I'm sure that they don't really have the capacity to deal with as many people as an actual blood drive, so that makes sense that it would be somewhere else.
Yeah,
maybe we should do.
Well, what I don't know if I explained it right, but the blood drive, there's going to be a blood mobile, where they go in and they take the donations, and then they take that to the hospital, and it is stored there temporarily because they don't have. It's a Red Cross blood mobile. They don't have a facility here for where they store their own blood. They use the hospital.
Well, yeah, let's.
That's more information that you probably wouldn't know, but just to be just to clarify some things.
Well, maybe we should just go get a few hours worth of sleep and then check the place out tomorrow. What do you think?
We're spending a little bit of time on it anyway. Maybe we can figure out who it is.
Maybe. Or we might see something else interesting, but it's better than hanging around the castle all day. Or sleeping all day.
Okay. Well, you can drive once again back to Selterdat Castle and park and go in the main door. As you're walking by, because Lucian's door, was right by the door, or his office, and it's open. And as you're walking towards the stairs that go up to the second floor, he kind of pokes his head out and says, Bittens, before you go to sleep, whatever you're doing, I would like to know what color of party streamers you want for tomorrow night, because I'm going to throw you a party when you come back with your blood.
I think we're partial to lavender and baby blue.
Okay, well, I'm going to get red streamers. That is my favorite color.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, and I was just kidding anyway. Black and red, those are good colors.
Okay, red and red is your choice. So,
then I choose red.
You're really going to enjoy your party if you're successful.
What you need is one of those black capes with a cowl that's lined on the inside with red. If you don't have one of those, you ought to pick one up. I think you'd just look very dashing.
You think you know what I need? Oh, that is interesting.
I've got an eye for fashion.
Oh, well, you don't look as fabulous as your friend here.
It depends on, it's in the eye of the beholder.
So, if we are successful, we're getting a party, a red-themed party. I'm just curious if we're not successful, just in case. I mean, I'm pretty sure we got a good plan. And I'm pretty sure we'll be able to pull it off. But just curious. Just humor me. What's kind of, it's not, I assume it's not going to be a party if we aren't successful.
Well, it will be a party for us, for me and my elders. It will, you don't need to worry about it. I'm sorry I cannot divulge what is going to happen if you fail. That is why you must not fail. I'll let your imagination do all the work for you. What you can imagine is what we can do, and much worse, probably, if you do not succeed. But you know what? Listen, you don't have to worry. I gave you an easy, simple job. I want you to succeed, and I know that you will. And you will love being part of this brood. Afterwards, you will have gained my respect, and you will be full members, and you will reap the rewards of being a brood member, and you will love it here. It's the best place for a vampire.
Well, I mean, are there any other places for a vampire? This is pretty much it,
No.
right?
You will not find anywhere else in town that is hospitable for a vampire.
Okay.
You will not survive on your own out there, and there is nobody that will care for you. They will. There are some. I've heard rumors of people that claim that they are leaders or whatever, but they will They always die. They don't last long.
All right. Yeah, well, don't worry. We're not going to fail you, and we're going to get our big red party.
That's certainly the plan.
Yes. Now, I'm busy now. You go off to your rooms. Be a good
Right.
biddens.
All right.
All right, good night, Lucian.
Okay.
So if we fuck this up, we're going to the basement.
That's kind of what I was
basically.
figuring. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that we both got the same message there.
Definitely got the subtext there, yeah. And I don't want to go down to the basement again.
No, I don't want to go down there for the first time. So I'm guessing that we're gonna take this to Ben, right?
Well, I don't even want to say his name out loud, but it's possible. Yeah,
Well,
we might
that's why I'm
take it to
whispering
Ben.
it.
Yeah, I know. But might not be able to hear you whispering over the ambient background sound, so that's why I'm restating it without whispering. But, because you know that background ambient sound that I've been hearing this whole time, every time we walk into this castle, it's got this spooky ambience.
Yes, because it certainly couldn't be edited in post.
Right. But, anyway, maybe we just get some shut-eye. And then, we'll have to go out, at least we'll have to be a little bit careful tomorrow, not to be out in the daylight, just not open the car door, I guess. We do have the UV blocking windows on the Buick.
So I was kind of wondering, how do we get to the garage?
Yeah, I predicted that question because I did say that it was a detached garage, but I wasn't thinking straight.
A breezeway, probably a lovely breezeway.
No, I rectified it by adding near the front door is a little umbrella rack thing, like a coat rack, but it's got hanging umbrellas from it that everyone can just take to get to the car. And they're black umbrellas. They're all hanging. Kind of looks like a bunch of bats, hanging upside down from this rack thing.
All right.
So you can get up in the blood drive will begin in the morning. So you can get there anytime you want.
Yeah. All right. Well, we might as
So
well
how long do you plan on for a few hours?
Yeah, sleep till daytime.
Okay.
What time does the blood drive start? 8 or 9 or something?
Yeah, pretty much just at soon as just after sunrise.
We should probably get there. We never know when the donor's going to show up. So.
Yeah. And I don't know the specific. I think I might have written down the time the sunrise was for California, and it's springtime. Oh, I did. It's 6:30 a.m.
Get that research.
Yeah.
Authentic touch. All right.
So, you guys kind of get up sunrise like you used. Well, you probably never. At least Dirge never probably got up at sunrise before, but you certainly don't want to do this all the time as vampires. But you can get one of these umbrellas on your way out the door. They're, work pretty well most of the time from blocking the sun. It kind of, you have to, so the sun is in the east, you kind of have to, face that direction and put the umbrellas that way instead of just holding them upright. But it's kind of awkward, but you can do that and get to the garage safely. And
your turn to drive.
Oh, yeah, so we're going to be listening to The Damned again.
Yeah. Yep.
all right. So you can head to the hospital and, or not, sorry, the church. It's St. Lazarus Catholic Church. And you can, it's not very far away. Nothing is very far away in this town. And actually, you get there in the parking lot just as you see this Red Cross bloodmobile pull up.
I avert my eyes from the Red Cross.
Right.
Just as long as you don't get too close. It does have Red Crosses on each side of the. It's kind of like a bus.
Just don't look right at it.
You can look at it. You can't get too close to it at least on the sides. And you see it pull up in this parking lot, and you see they kind of are preparing. They get out a folding table and set up a little, they pull up a chair and there's some nurses there that would be checking people in, giving them these forms to fill out. And you see, like through the windows, you can see more nurses inside. And you see like a guy, at least one guy in a white lab coat. And you see actually a security guard, which might seem surprising for a blood drive, but this is Pitchwood, and they do have a vampire problem. So you... Maybe that's why he's here, but you see a security guard come out and just kind of stand nearby, and just stand there. And then you see a few other cars are already there. You see a church bus or a van, and you see a white Pulsar, and you realize that's Rudy in his car. He's there. He's parked there as well.
He was Lucian's assistant.
Yeah, he was the human.
He was human
servant guy.
Yeah.
And he seems to. He did give you a cell phone, if you remember. That. I don't know who has that, or if it's just sitting in the car somewhere.
Probably sitting in the car. It's so big. It's too big to fucking put in a pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the size of a shoebox. Yeah.
It's more like a cordless phone, or like a walkie-talkie kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a big, antenna like that. And so yeah, you can park somewhere. The church, just as kind of a small church with like a kind of generic looking with like a peak, and there is a cross on top of the peak, but again, that's too far away to do any damage. And there's a circular stained glass window on the church. But yeah, a few scattered cars, and after a while, if you guys just sit here, you start seeing more people arrive, and a line starts to form in front of this little table with the nurses sitting behind it, and looks like they're gonna start taking donations, and people are waiting in line to do that. Your cell phone does ring now.
Hello? I'll answer it.
Hey, you guys, it's Rudy. I saw the Grand National pull up, so I'm glad you're here with me. I'm just keeping an eye out on things, making sure they're going smoothly. We want to make sure that everything goes as planned. You know, I'm glad that you're here, though, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to be sitting over here in my pulsar. I got the T-tops down. Sorry you guys can't enjoy it, but, you know, you got other perks being vampires. Yeah, might as well stay in your car. Don't get out unless you absolutely have to. I know you guys know that. But
so you're not giving blood today?
Oh, no. Lucian has me watching. He wants to make sure everything, the blood that's supposed to be donated, is donated. Or, you know, because we don't know who this donor is. If we see this donor, identify him or her. Lucian would love that, but, you know, it could be anybody. So I'm just here watching, and, you know, I think it's a good thing that you're here.
Good.
Though.
Well, we're not expecting any trouble or anything, I assume, right?
No, it's just that there's other, you know, people we know have this information, so we never know what's going to happen.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, we'll just keep an eye on things here, and hopefully everything goes smooth.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you need anything, you have my number. I gave you that on there, with that sheet of paper with the directions and all that. So just call me, or you know, if you have to, you can get out and use an umbrella, or go in the church if you had any need to escape the sun or something. But the church is probably not someone you want to be either. So, but yeah, if you give me a call if you need anything.
All right, we'll do, Rudy. Thanks, man.
And so after a while, when people do start, showing up, first of all, I'm going to let you try to make a roll to see if you observe something. Oops. Now I dropped my die, and you can cue that music.
Cue the die drop music, if I can find it again. But you've already picked it up. It doesn't matter. But I just rolled a 12, man. I just rolled a 12. That's good.
Well, let me see. I don't even know. That would pass even hard, obviously. So I was going to say that this might be a hard roll, but if you rolled a 12, then obviously that passes. And you can see now there is a couple of people in line and they don't really stand out, but just you kind of notice something on the back of their necks. It looks like they have these two tattoos, and if you don't need to get out, but if you kind of squint your eyes, you can make them out. You do have pretty good eyesight since you're vampires. Or that's why it was a hard roll. Even for vampires, it's hard to see these little tiny tattoos, but you can make out that there's Egyptian ankhs on the back of their necks. There's two guys standing in line.
Oh. Do we even know about Egyptian daywalkers?
I think that you've heard that term. I mean, that's as much as you probably know is the term Egyptian daywalkers. You know that there's some people that may or may not be Egyptian that are daywalkers.
I'm going to call Rudy back.
Okay. Hello.
So, I'm not meaning to alarm you, but it looks like we got company. possibly in the form of some Egyptian daywalkers.
Egyptian daywalkers, you say? Now, how did you determine that?
Well, it's just a suspicion because they've got these Ankh tattoos on the back of their necks.
Oh, yeah, like that cross thing with the loop?
Yeah, the loopy cross.
Loopy cross. Well, that's interesting. Now, you think they're actually like vampires, or do you think they're just a couple of Egyptians or something, giving blood?
Something tells me they're carriers of RH Null, is what I think.
What's that? I hear somebody talking behind you.
Nothing. Nothing.
He said he thinks they might be the carriers. I don't know about that. I thought maybe they were here for the carriers to like try to get the blood first or something. But
that's what I think. Well, I whisper this so he can't hear it. I whisper to Cam like, I think maybe Lucian wants to be a daywalker, and he's wanting that daywalker blood, but it could be way off.
Well, anyway, we'll just keep an eye on those two guys, and I try to point them out to Rudy, and see if they, make sure they don't do any funny moves or anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. I'm gonna keep a watch on those guys. I thank you for your intel on that. I was looking at all these people. I didn't see no tattoos or nothing. But then can you? Well, I can't let you get out of the car. But and you do see that these two guys they do look like they Arab or something. They could be Egyptian. And he said, and Rudy says, can you point out these two guys? I mean, describe them to me. So you can describe them as,
Sort of. They look sort of Middle Eastern, Indian, Arabic type.
Okay. Yeah, well, I see the two guys now. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on them. And, well, they could be either donors or some other vampires up to something.
Yeah, my first thought was that they were here to maybe steal the blood, but who knows? Just keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't do anything funny.
They
can't help out and run after them.
I know it's not a coincidence. I think that much is true.
Yes, it's definitely not a coincidence. I agree with Dirge. Anyway, all right. Take care. I'm gonna hang up.
Okay. And then see if you guys. Well, actually, you don't even need to roll anything. The last scene is as you're sitting in your car. You see this kind of young, like a late teenager, I would say, 17, 18-year-old, come dashing out of the church, and he's carrying like this brass bucket, and you can see some like water splashing around, kind of spilling out of it as he's running with it. And after him, you see this priest come running after him. He's, stop! You stop right there! And this kid carries this bucket into this van, and it's like this blue kind of rusty Dodge van, and you see a shirt that he's wearing that it says "Puss" on it. You don't know what that means. I mean, you don't know what it stands for. If it stands for something, which it does, but he gets in this van, and it squeals off. It peels off with the tire squealing, and they drive off, and that's where we'll end this episode.
What the fuck's the kid doing with holy water? The plot thickens.
Yeah. What's the kid look like anyway?
Kind of a wimpy kid. Yeah, just a kind of nerdy, wimpy teenager.
Okay.
He's not wearing glasses or anything.
Probably not anybody we know then. Okay.
No.
I was just wondering
I doubt
if it might be somebody that we knew, but yeah.
No.
All right.
Safe to say that no.
All right. Okay.
Well, it sounds like there's going to be at least need to be at least one more, possibly more than that. So.
Yes, it could be one more or two more, I would guess.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll do another one next week, and we'll see all you listeners next week.
See you. Hey everybody, if you like our podcast, don't forget to leave us a good rating and or review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Spotify, or wherever you're able. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at Goonies_world, and check out our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.